I had some buns left over from the cheese stick video, so let's see if that viral chopped sub is any good. These are very simple ingredients I'm going to use. You could use whatever you would put into your standard deli style sub, but I'm going to use ham, American cheese, white American, I'll get into that a little later, a tomato, and then just a bowl of lettuce. The proportions are just kind of random. No one really has any exact, so I'm going to start off by just chopping up about 3 or 4 good sized slices of the tomato. Doesn't really matter what size slices you do because you're going to chop this all up into little bits. So just get them kind of uniform and put those to the side. And then you're going to put down like a base layer here of the lettuce. That's kind of what you're going to start chopping over. Once you do that, I'm going to lay the tomatoes over it. You could do it, I guess, in any order. It doesn't really matter. I was trying to figure out what would make the most sense, and I don't think it really matters. And then we're going to do layers of ham and layers of cheese. I did about 4 or 5 slices of the ham here. Ultimately, it turned out to be about a good proportion, but I think you do kind of have to feel it out. Cheese, I did around the same 3 or 4 slices. I like my subs fairly cheesy, so you could adjust it if you want a little less, a little more. But for reference, I had Jersey Mike's the previous night just to really be fresh in my mind what I like about a sub to compare these. I think Jersey Mike's makes some of the better deli style subs, so I really want to see how this is going to stack up. And then just go to town, take your favorite knife, your sharpest knife, and start chopping it into little bits. At first, you're going to kind of mat everything together. Like the cheese and the ham are kind of just stuck, but they'll break up as you go. And just keep chopping. You know, I'm going to throw this into high speed so you don't have to watch me physically chop, chop, chop. But you want to start to see everything kind of be the same uniform size. That's why I started with shredded lettuce, because I think it helps a little bit. I'm going to salt this. The ham is already naturally somewhat salty, so be careful that you don't over-season. Add anything else you would like here too. I'm going to put in mayo. You can add in vinegar, oil, whatever else you would put into a sub, pepper, Italian seasoning, and then just re-chop that all up together. You want to really incorporate this, make it look nice. I needed a little more mayo, so I threw a tad bit more in, and then you're good to go. We're going to scoop this into bread. Since I had one hoagie roll left, I'm just going to use that. I don't like to toast cold deli subs, so this is just the regular room temperature bread. You, as I said, can do whatever you wish, but just pile it up all in there. Really make it look packed. Every bite, you're going to have a nice mix of all these things. I'm genuinely curious as to if I'm going to enjoy this or not. Spoiler alert, I already know since I record these vocals after, but we'll get to that. It's not a bad looking sandwich. You know, it looks like a deli sandwich, I guess. Not the most appealing, but it doesn't look bad. It looks like food. I'll tell you that much. Let's chop this guy in half and just take a little cross section of it. From the side, it doesn't look bad. This bread is very bready, so I apologize for... I wish those proportions were a little better, but now let's take a bite and see what the final verdict is. Honestly, didn't care much for it. It's not bad by any means, but you get so much in every bite that you can't really differentiate what is what. I feel like you're getting food fed like hospital food that just is like generic and every bite's the same. I like the differentiation of a real deli sandwich. Don't recommend.